that's normal spalling. Okay, the brick from the heat just begins to flake a little bit and a little bit, and that's the way the bricks wear out. Okay, once the brick is worn about halfway through, okay, about 2 inches in, then we have to re-brick the unit. Okay. Now re-bricking the unit means you have to re-brick the whole thing. If you re-brick the sides, quite often you have to re-brick the ceiling. Sometimes in certain cases you may not if you're using an experienced bricker, but typically you're re-bricking the entire machine once you're bricking the side walls. Okay, now in a situation where these units are going to go over a major overhaul and repair, it requires a complete shutdown, usually up to 3 days of cooling, okay, before someone can actually go in there and work, because this floor, being several feet thick, will still radiate quite a bit of heat, even after 3 days. Okay, it gets quite hot in there. Now, in a case where we're tearing out, this unit is fairly simple. The ones that I've seen in the blueprints for Birkenau, they had 5 units of 3 hearth or 3 retorts. Okay, so these are, if you would picture this as being the center one, these 2 walls would be sharing the units next to it. Okay, it would be impossible to brick just one in a situation like that. You'd have to tear out all 3 since they're all connected and sharing these inner walls. Okay, that's quite a big job. This unit takes about a good 3 to 4 days to brick, just one unit. Okay, to tear it out and replace the bricks, and then you have a good day to 2 days of a break-in period. Okay. In the case of Birkenau, one of the major problems there, as I mentioned, you'd have to re-brick 3 of them all at the same time, but where a real problem comes in is where all of the units share one stack, or one chimney. So in a situation like that, you'd have to shut down all of the units, because you can't operate units even though they don't need re-bricking, because the heat would radiate in from the stack. You'd create a draft in this direction, and it just wouldn't be safe to re-brick it. So it poses a real problem, because you have to re-brick after, well, just say the floor you have to replace after 1,000 cremations. If you could even stretch that to 2,000 as the modern units are today, you can see the logistics of the problems that you're going to have immediately with that. There are just certain limitations that the refractory does have.